I'm Mike Armin.
And I'm David Gisselbrock. Thanks for joining us. Now, for tonight's top story is a report on binge drinking and the terrible habits that it has on our youth today. Mike?
And Dave, reporting.
I'd start off by drinking like 1 or 2 beers. 2 would lead to 6, and eventually I lost count. On a good night, though, I'd drink tequila. Didn't really matter in the end. It was all the same result. I got hammered.
Did you go by in college when you were drinking?
The only time I wasn't drinking was pretty much when I was sleeping.
Do you think that the professors had a hint that you were drinking and coming to class hungover?
I don't understand how they couldn't. I'd come to school, go to my class, pass out pretty much in class. Sometimes I'd still go to class drunk. I mean, it was pretty embarrassing.
For years, Nadia showed up in class hungover and on really bad days, actually drunk. She doesn't blame her professors, but she does wonder how, for all those years, no one ever called her on it.
It turns out that a startling number of students go through college drunk and high. According to a new report from the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, nearly half of all students binge drink and or abuse drugs. Now, in a 2-week period, nearly 1 out of every 4 college students goes on a binge drinking escapade 3 or more times. So, what can colleges do, you ask? Among the recommendations, banning alcohol in dorms, at on-campus parties, and at college sporting events. But the number one recommendation, set clear by substance abuse policies, and make sure that abuse has consequences, up to and including expulsion from school.
It was just such a consequence that finally helped Nadia. When she didn't show up for a final exam, her professor flunked her. Angry, Nadia left school and got a job. But she got fired because of her drinking. And finally, she entered a 12-step program.
One student swears that he will never drink again after footage of him indisposed linked onto the internet in what he calls the most embarrassing and humiliating thing that's ever happened to him.
Brian and Nadia both had different experiences with alcohol, but they agreed that people learn from their stories, and if they must drink, do it responsibly.
That's all for tonight's special. I'm Mike Armin.
And I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.